This tournament is the pinnacle for the women's 15s game. The last Women's Rugby World Cup in 2010 in England was a watershed moment for the sport. Record crowds and record audiences, television audiences, watched some incredible matches and saw the top players showcase their amazing skills and intensity. France here tonight with home advantage and home support, but that sometimes can result in added pressure, and particularly so as the home favourites, the hosts, Six Nations champions. They're also the champion women's sevens team of Europe. Huge anticipation as we look ahead to this match, and have a look first of all at the French team. Six Nations champions are once again led by hooker Gaëlle Mignot, the Montpellier hooker. She's joined by clubmates Donadier at lock and Ndaye at 8 and scrum half Troncy. Well, Montpellier are, after all, the French club champions, with all the backs lining up tonight, having represented France women's sevens in recent times. Lièvre on the right wing was top try scorer in the Six Nations. Out should have Agricole, their top point scorer, in what is likely to be her last tournament ever. So the Welsh have some solid support here this evening, having crossed the channel. Friends, families and kids as well, enjoying the carnival atmosphere here at Marcoussis in glorious rural surroundings, some 40 minutes from downtown Paris. And as I said before, it's some 40 minutes away, but 20 for a Parisian taxi driver. Wales have 11 players returning from their 2010 campaign on English soil, led by the multi-talented Rachel Taylor from wing forward. There's experience wherever you look in this squad. Taylor, Nicholas and Harris, the back row, have a combined total of over 120 test caps between them. The front row of Thomas, Harris and York, 50, equaling those won by centre Ellen Evans, with scrum half Amy Day also reaching a landmark 50th test cap this evening. It's a huge test for Wales. I'm joined by former Wales international fullback Non Evans. Non, we can't really underestimate the challenge ahead for Wales this evening.
No, well, we were drawn in the pool of death, as it was known, in the last World Cup against New Zealand, Australia and South Africa, and a tough pool again with Australia, South Africa and the Six Nations Grand Slam champions France. And he already mentioned that the whole back line have played sevens for France as well, so it's going to be a tough one for Wales. But speaking to the coaches, they said, we're not looking at France, we haven't done too much analysis, we're just concentrating on our own game, and we're going to give it our all tonight.
Well, that's what we hope for, certainly, and it's only the pool winners that qualify for the semi-finals as of right, but the second best placed team also will qualify, and that is where Wales perhaps might fancy their chances. Of course, they're going out to win here tonight, but having seen Australia and South Africa play earlier on, I don't think Wales have anything to be really concerned about if they can get their game plan together.
Yes, I think the standard of the women's rugby now has grown and grown and grown over the years, and a lot of the teams are quite close together. You don't see the big runaway scores that we see in some World Cups. So yes, Wales have got a chance, but they'll be going for a win tonight.
So France and Wales coming up shortly. France are led by hooker Gaëlle Mignot. She's a rough and tumble hooker who scored some valuable tries for France in the Six Nations, and France like to appoint their hookers as captains of their national squads, right in the thick of it. That's Gaëlle Mignot. Wales, on the other hand, led by Rachel Taylor at wing forward, and it's a huge task for her, but she has some home support, and it's good to see them here in goodly numbers and enjoying the atmosphere. As I said, we just wait for the teams to come on to the pitch, and it's Amy Day leading out the Wales squad, celebrating her 50th cap this evening. It's a milestone for the scrum half, a landmark in her career certainly, and Wales will be looking to celebrate in style with their latest player winning 50 caps. New Zealand certainly are back to defend their crown and set for a tough battle here in Paris. The game, as Non says, has never been so competitive, and there are now several teams will feel they have a realistic chance of lifting that trophy in centre frame there at the Stade Jean-Bouin on August the 17th. So that's a good fortnight and more away, as the crowd are in fine voice here at Marcoussis. The tricolour is flying high, and it'll be the task of those women in red to quieten the crowds, and they can start, of course, with a rousing rendition of the national anthem. Well, the Welsh women in fine voice, I'm glad to say. The only hope is that their game is equally fine-tuned. Now then, La Marseillaise. The second best national anthem for getting the juices flowing, next to Land of My Fathers, of course. But it's great to see a sellout crowd here at Marcoussis for what promises to be a huge clash of the Six Nations champions and Wales. Final huddle then for the Welsh.
Every second counts. Yeah, remember everything we know from the offense. Coming on three. Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go!
Final rallying call. The referee for this encounter is Helen O'Reilly, no mistaking her dulcet Irish brogue, and she's joined by Alhambra Nieves from Spain and Claire Daniels from England on the sidelines. So France and Wales get their campaign underway here at Marcoussis. The temperatures have dropped somewhat. They were nudging the 30-degree mark earlier on today, but it's much cooler for the final game of the opening day of the 2014 Women's Rugby World Cup tournament. Yes. Taken there by Camilla Grassino. Ladanus with a kick.
Wales shouldn't be afraid to take this to the French.
Come back, keep going.
Beaten them a few times in the Six Nations. They've taken confidence from that. And there were a few nerves when I was talking to the girls before the game, but good start there from Wales.
Oh, it's another start from France. We have often said, Non, that we don't know how these French players will travel, but they're on home soil tonight, and I did mention earlier that perhaps this is added pressure on them.
Yes, especially as Six Nations champions and European 7 champions, as we said, and a sellout crowd here expecting them to win, and often it's easier going into a match as the underdog.
So Wales will be looking for a huge scrum here inside the French 22. Expertly done. Picked up at the base there by Sinead Harris. Slow ball though for Amy Day. Snowsill couldn't quite gather it cleanly, but no harm done. Day once more to the captain, Rachel Taylor, into contact, back into the French 22. It's still there. Out it goes. This time Snowsill makes no mistake. That's De Filippo, that's an interception. A dramatic start here for France is Marion Lièvre. Can she go all the way here? Tracking back there, two Welsh goals. It's Laurie Harris, the fullback. Brought down short then is Lièvre from one end of the park to the other. And Wales, well, they escape by the skin of their teeth there.
Well, what a start to this game win. I think when Wales had that scrum there, it was picked up the back by Shauna Harris, and she went to the right and then tried to go wide early. And look at the Philippa Tuttiett covering across there. And Laurie Harris. Great work by the pair of them to get back and get the turnover and the penalty. And Snowsill will now clear the lines.
Good tackle there on Lièvre, the Six Nations top try scorer for France. And that is the danger, the potent threat of Marion Lièvre, the Bobigny wing three-quarter.
Use the line there, please.
It's a good touch finder by Snowsill there from a small angle. And I watched a few games today, and I think that's one area that has improved in the women's game is the kicking. We used to get pinned in our 22 for too long in the past.
Advantage!
Non Evans, the former Wales international fullback. Joining me, Wyn Griffith here in the commentary box. So let's see what France can do with their put-in. It's a solid-looking front row that France have in Helena Ezanio, Gaëlle Mignot and Christelle Chaubet.
Good steal there from France, wasn't it, in the line-out. Rachel Taylor be disappointed there, but I think that was just good work from the French.
The French backs lying deep with Caroline Ladanus, the fullback.
There's too much movement.
Poised to come into the line.
Too much movement on both sides, okay? Control movement.
Stable and square. That's what Helen O'Reilly will be looking for.
Yes, one shock selection this evening. Catherine Edwards, the prop, is on the bench, expected to start, but no injury, just on form according to the coaches. So I'm sure we should see her make an impact later on.
Yeah, some interesting selections on both sides, really. One of them being the selection of Sandrine Agricole at outside half for France, at the expense of Christine Leduff.
And that was a great scrum by Wales, really drove into the French scrum, but they've managed to keep the ball, and now they get the driving maul going.
And this is where France are dangerous with the driving maul, but Wales have coped well. Clearly they've been practicing those drills. Don't often do they come off without giving away a penalty.
Yeah, scrum. Accidental offside.
Accidental offside, I think, Wyn. So it's a scrum for Wales, and they looked very strong in that first scrum against France there. So we'll see if they can do it again.
Carol Thomas, Laurie Harris and Megan York in the front row. Jenny Hawkins, Shona Powell-Hughes.
Crouch!
The locks. Kat Nicholas, Rachel Taylor, Shona Harris complete the forward lineup. Again, no problems there. Snowsill straight down the middle goes.
Yeah, she's a strong runner. De Filippo in the centre.
De Filippo, yeah, from the Bristol Ladies Club.
Yes, a few of the girls play across the border in the English League.
And that'll stand them in good stead. As Kat Nicholas. Lovely pass from Day, well taken by the loosehead prop Carol Thomas. We call her tiny for some reason. Strange sense of humour we have in Wales.
Ellen Evans has got a good step on her, but she'll be careful there. Well, she's lost the ball in contact. She was a little bit isolated. The ball was slow coming out across the back line there.
And France have numbers over here on the left. That is Agricole.
No advantage coming.
Clear call from referee O'Reilly. No advantage accruing for the knock forward.
Yes, I think Wales have looked to go wide early a couple of times. Perhaps need to hit a few forwards up, suck in some of those French defenders before they look to go wide.
Shoulders straight. Okay, straight.
Open.
Zano, Minio, Shobe, Denade and Koita, the lock forwards. Diallo, Grondon and Diai, the back row.
Bind.
Scrum half, Jennifer Troncy.
Okay. Ear to ear. Ear to ear. Okay.
Set again. Set again.
Straight.
Open. Open. Second. There.
Crouch.
Megan York on this side against the very experienced Helena Ezano. Oh, that's a good shove by Wales, but they're going to be penalised here.
Binding.
Slipping the binding. That's Carol Thomas on the far side.
Well, Wales look to be the stronger in the scrum at the moment, but unfortunately giving away the penalty there. Let's have a look at this. It's a good drive. We can't see it slipping the bind there the other side, but very unlucky. They seem to be in the ascendancy there.
Yeah, it was my mistake. I think I called the loose head. I think it was the wing forward on reflection there that came up and out of the scrum.
Yep. If you're unsure, just ask me, please.
It's good Six Nations campaign for France. They won the Grand Slam, the Grand Chelem. Defeated Wales by 27 points to 0 at the Talbot Athletic Ground in Aberavon. In fact, there were just 2 tries scored against France in the whole of the Six Nations, and both were claimed by Ireland. So here they come again, as the Wales look to get it stuck in there and prevent that rolling maul from gaining forward traction. They've done extremely well. So France will have to start all over again.
Yes, good defence there by Wales. France are the kind of team, once they get their tails up, they can be very, very dangerous. So if they'd scored that first try, well, who knows what would happen. So good on Wales for getting back and stopping that first early try.
Yeah, the backs are poised again, but an errant hand came through from Wales. I think it was the lock forward, Shona Powell-Hughes, who's penalised. So there's a simple 3-pointer on offer here. But this has been a good start by Wales. They're taking the game to the French. Not overawed by the occasion, nor by the home support as well.
Yeah, we've seen a few good games already here today. The fitness levels of these women have really improved. We suffer lots of injury time usually at the end of the games, but watch the Canada game, the USA-Ireland game earlier, and the ball in play time was very, very high. Wales have been training together in a camp. They train nearly every night of the week, every weekend, and of course they're completely amateur. They all work as well, so you have to take your hats off to these ladies.
So the first chance for points then falls to the French outside half, Sandrine Agricole, the Six Nations top point scorer. Will it turn? Will it curl? No, it won't. And incidentally, the clapping you heard, it wasn't the Welsh support trying to put it off a kick. That's the way they encourage their kickers here in France. Whether it be in the top 14 in the men's tournament or in the women's competitions.
A let off there for Wales. We've seen the kicking really improve in the women's game. Niamh Briggs from Ireland slotting some beautiful kicks and penalties and conversions in the earlier match.
So Wales get a restart from the 22. Snowsill kicks long. Mistake from Ladanus. Should be annoyed with herself, as I suspected.
Yes, when you said that the women's game has gone from strength to strength since the last World Cup, and 13,000 women playing rugby in France now. That's a 30% increase since the last World Cup. So they've got a lot more players to choose from than our small nation in Wales.
I don't want you setting yourself in the ground, okay?
I think it's true.
Communication from referee O'Reilly.
And I think it's true in the men's game as well. We punch well above our weight.
Just step up there, Wales, when you're ready.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Open. France.
Crouch.
Open. Second. In. Height.
Bind. Set.
2, 3, 4.
Methodical engagement there from Wales. Scrum going backwards. Day in all sorts of trouble here. But Wales somehow have recovered. It's there for Thomas, the loose head prop.
Hold.
Snowsill spots a gap behind the French right winger. That's Marion Lièvre.
And a good chase as well.
Well, kick is only as good as the chase.
Yes. And a penalty to Wales.
Well, the Welsh are really pumped up for this one, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And the scrum went backwards there, but Amy Day did very well to shoot round the blind side, and they got the support behind her. And a good decision to take the kick there from Snowsill.
Wales, well, they're so disappointed with their performance in the Six Nations. Just one solitary victory. They avoided the wooden spoon by beating Scotland at home.
I want a word with the number 9, please.
This is a very encouraging start for them.
Yes, but they lost a lot of those games.
Opting for the kick for touch.
A lot of close games in the Six Nations win. Losing by a couple of points in the dying minutes of the games, and that's how close these teams are now. Lost heavy defeat against France, as you said, but the others were very close. Well, that's a shame there.
Option.
Throw in not straight.
And that was an opportunity missed there, 5 metres out.
Yeah, the option was for a scrum or a line-out, and it's no surprise really that the French have opted for the line-out.
The Welsh scrum looks stronger.
Clean take by Denadai, the French number 4. And under pressure.
Well played, Philippa. Good step by Tatiet there. Good position for Wales now. What can they do?
So here they come, looking to spread it wide to Filippo again, taking the ball into contact. She's done well to retain possession under pressure.
Not out.
It's there. Snowsill. Little show from the outside half.
Yeah, she's been caught on a couple of occasions. She needs some runners coming off her shoulder, or get rid of the ball, make a decision quicker. Holding on to that ball for too long in that 10 position.
Wales have numbers on the narrow
Good
side.
angle by Ellen Evans there.
She's got pace as well, has Ellen Evans from Dolgellau in North Wales.
Good offload by Sinead Harris. Some good phases of play here by Wales.
Also doing well, putting the ball behind the French defence and pinning them back into their own 22.
Well, that's the best passage of play we've seen so far by the Welsh. Was it forward? Well, slightly.
I've not been biased, but yes, it was forward.
Yes. Good angle, though. Good angle.
Country mile, bearing in mind that we are here in rural France, in Marcoussis. And what a marvellous setup the French have here. Fantastic stadium, and about 5 pitches, 1 or 2 artificial pitches as well, and all the accoutrements needed by a team that wants to win competitions. So France clear their lines, and still waiting for the opening score. The best chance so far has come to Lièvre, the French right winger, but after 15 minutes or so, still 0-0. Laurie Harris from the Neath Athletic Club and the Scarlets region. There's the hooker.
We're back.
Well, they managed to gather it in the end.
Yeah, just about.
Struggling with their liners, Lisa Burgess. Forwards coach won't be happy with that.
We're back.
Pass is not going to hand, but again, the ball didn't go forward.
They're going backwards, though. They've lost about 10 metres from that.
Advantage.
Tipped forward by a French hand. It's advantage Wales on their own 10-metre line, but they were
Advantage.
close to the French 22 not so long ago.
Keep them up on their feet.
Yeah, it's not quite working in midfield, is it, from between Snowsill and the 2 centres.
Okay.
And nearly got the interception there.
It was Lièvre again.
Yes.
I'll get her to keep an eye. Okay.
Ever alert to a try-scoring opportunity. There's the young lady from Bobigny on the outskirts of Paris.
Let's go, girls.
Yes, Wales didn't have a brilliant build-up to the World Cup. They lost out in Ireland 27-7, but then a narrow loss to the USA 10-7, and they beat the Nomads in Cardiff, the Barbarian side. And France having a better build-up to this World Cup, winning all of their games comfortably.
Got a glimpse there. They Chairman of the IRB, Monsieur Bernard Lapasse. Seeing Bill Beaumont here as well.
That's a lovely kick by Snowsill. How's the chase this time? Good again.
Yeah, it was a teasing kick, wasn't it? But Ladanus coped well. Day. Been called for by Tutjet out on the left flank. So from one side of the field to the other. The game is played at quite a pace and tempo.
Yes, and there's one thing that has improved in the women's game. It's not just the goal kicking, but the kicking out of hand. Having kicking coaches now. Looking a lot more professional on the field.
Gail Mignot.
In 22, yeah.
The lady they call the truffle. Truffles are a rare commodity, and she certainly is a rare player.
Dummy throw, girls. Dummy.
Yeah, dummy throw.
Dummy throw, so Wales will have the free kick.
Yep.
Quickly taken. So Wales looking to press home their advantage here. Snowsill for the offload. This is Ellen Evans. Well tackled.
Eddie Taverner was screaming for the ball outside there, but they've still kept possession.
Oh, they're running into one another in midfield.
Crossing there. Unfortunate.
It's communication, isn't it?
Yes, that's some good play there. Better play between the backs.
Desperately wanting the opening score against the French, and we know how the French play. Heads go down if they
Katrina Nicholas there, just overrunning Rachel Taylor, the captain. She was looking for the soft, short offload, but just overran her.
So an opportunity for a water break, and it's a welcomed water break, I should think, because Damien, as I say, the game has been played at quite a tempo in the opening 18 minutes.
Thanks. Can you hear me, Damien?
Yes, we were told it's still 27 degrees out there, and this afternoon the players were finding it very difficult in the sun. At least it's cooled slightly this evening.
Are we
still 27 degrees.
Yeah, no wonder the French women held a training camp in the Alps not so long ago in the ski resort of Teens.
Captain, no head on head.
A little
I've
cooler
spoken to her, but you
in
know
the high
head
mountains.
On head, okay? Thank you.
Bit of altitude training as well, Wyn.
Indeed.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold.
Yes, an early shove there by France, so Amy Day keen to get her hands on the ball.
Yeah, they wanted to, the front row there. The French front row blowing a little.
Yes, they've chosen a
You're
scrum
taking it quick,
here.
it has to go from the mark.
Well, again,
This is the extent.
here's a chance for Wales.
Open, remember the open. Second.
Oh, my tap.
Yeah, they've split the centres here.
Crouch.
Yeah, on this side it's De Filippo.
3. I don't want your angle going across like that. I want you to pull out your angle.
Ellen Evans on the left, she's played a lot of full-back as well, so
11.
Crouch.
could go either way.
Crouch.
Lady Taverner here wearing 14 is poised as well.
Set.
It all starts in the scrum. Good clean ball picked up at the base by Sinead Harris. They go left. Oh, neat little feint there from
Much better play by the Welsh backs there. Running onto the ball at pace. They need to keep possession now and go through the phases, not panic.
Taken in by Taylor, the number 7 and captain. Taking eyes off the ball, Kat Nicholas.
Well, it's the mistakes that are ruining Wales' game at the moment.
They're getting the fair share of possession.
Yes, they've had plenty of ball in the last few minutes,
Too
but
much movement in the scrum. I want stability.
well,
okay.
Snowsill was tied in. Well, she'd gone to the left, the blind side actually. So Amy Day needs to keep her head up, look for her outside half.
Yeah, I've just spoken to them. Yeah.
But France are so dangerous when they can score from anywhere.
Well, as we saw earlier on, Lievre
Bind.
just snatched up that loose ball and set off, but good cover tackling by the Welsh.
Straight around, girls. You're stepping out and going around.
Stepping out and going around. What does that mean, Wyn?
Penalty,
It's illegal.
It's illegal, yes.
Yeah, Carol Thomas, it was the loose head, just took one step out and then walking round the opposition front row. So France have a chance to clear up to
One, I don't want you
just
stepping out
beyond
and going
halfway.
around. The same stability on your ball.
Wales have had a couple of key moments there where they've had good possession. They missed that line out in the corner.
Just step off there, please.
And
Step,
then
please.
a knock on, some handling errors when they've been in good field position in that red zone, as we call it, the 22.
And not for nothing are the French Six Nations champions. They dug out two solid victories against Ireland and England on home soil. And this is the way they did it. Driving upfield.
Well, accidental offside again. So difficult to defend that maul. We saw Ireland do it time after time in the last game, and it won the game for them in the end against the USA. So it's very difficult to defend that driving maul.
I'm not going to keep allowing that. It continues, we go to penalty, okay?
But Wales stepped
Give you the
away.
benefit of the doubt that it's accidental.
Oh, there we
but
go.
no more.
She steps away from the maul, accidental offside. You have to stay attached.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Okay, next. Okay.
Seems to be a little bit of a problem in that French front row, especially on the
Stood up, we'll go
on
for
the tight
safety,
head.
okay?
And it may be. We often point the finger at the prop, don't we? But the problem is lies at the feet of the second row very often.
Crouch!
I didn't like going anywhere near that scrum win.
Bind! Set! Hold it!
It's all untidy, isn't it? Yeah. It wasn't straight and stable. And France deemed to be the transgressors. Don't think Helen O'Reilly would be on many people's Christmas card list yet, Marcusi.
Well, Wales have silenced the crowd so far. 25 minutes gone of this first half nearly. No score on the board yet. And we haven't heard Allez since the national anthem.
Oh, it's a good contest, that's for sure. And Wales will certainly up their game from the Six Nations. You mentioned the fact that they lost to Ireland out in Malahide, but I think they were in it right at half-time, and then they made a number of substitutions because Rhys Edwards wanted to try combinations and bring in some new personnel as well.
Yes, they look at them as trial games, these warm-up games, to select their final World Cup squad.
And interestingly, France defeated South Africa here beginning of last month by 46-8, and South Africa in the same group as France and Wales. As I say, they lost 26-3 earlier on to
It's a good break by Ellen Evans, a good leg drive. Where's the support?
showing good strength. Ellen Evans, well taken there by Snowsill.
Good forward movement by Wales.
Good recycling
She's,
again.
you saw it coming.
I don't need to have a look at the number on her back. It's Marianne Lièvre. She'll go all the way this time. She was denied in the opening minutes, but this is the first score of the match. And it came from that loose pass way downfield. Wales on the attack, but you'll never turn your back on this young lady. Marianne Lièvre. She did it time and time again in the Six Nations. And she's brought the crowd to the feet at Marcusi.
Well, it was all Wales, wasn't it? A great break by Ellen Evans. But Snowsill does wind up that pass somewhat. And she saw it coming. Knew exactly what Wales were doing. Tutty at there chasing. But nobody was going to catch the speedster on that right wing.
Thank you.
So what should be the simplest of conversions for Sandrine Agricole in her second Women's Rugby World Cup. Another 2 points. And the try certainly deserving of the conversion. But it stemmed from a Welsh attack. And this is how it came about. That floated pass.
Yes.
Snapped out of the air by Lièvre.
Third time lucky win.
Indeed.
Same. I'll stay here, okay?
So France and Lièvre have broken the deadlock.
It must be said, against the run of play.
Snowsill gets to restart. Kick a little too far for her forwards.
Advantage!
Nudged forward by the captain.
Yes, plenty of mistakes by France, and apart from Lièvre, nobody else has put their hand up so far for France. So if Wales can just keep composed,
Time off.
they could get
much
back into
better,
this
thank you.
match. They've looked the better side so far, it has to be said.
They have. They have indeed. Not
Okay.
sure what happened there. I dare say it was a bang on the nose.
3 blue. Okay, she's coming on the top.
Yeah, clash of heads there, Carol Thomas. Two props clashing.
And the tears come quickly, don't they, when you have a bang on the nose? It's the tight head prop forward, Christelle Chaubet.
Let's go, girls.
As we look again at that brilliant individual effort from Marianne Lièvre.
Get your bind
And perhaps
up on
that comes
top,
from
okay?
her
Round the
experience
shoulders.
playing
Up on
sevens.
top.
They defend differently. Wales play more of a drift
You need
defence,
to
but
control the push.
she wasn't
Okay.
scared to shoot out to the line
You
there
need to take it, okay?
and take that interception. Sevens really does teach you how to read the game. So much more space on the field. And she knew exactly what was coming there.
We've seen so many sevens exponents on the opening day of the tournament here, using the experience to good effect. Harris back to Day, not the best of passes. Around Snowsill's ears somewhere, and here come France once more.
Just picking off the Welsh mistakes. They were going for a simple scissors there in midfield. Didn't come off. Look at her go.
Leaves it for the number 8, Safi Ndiaye.
Yeah, she was one of the players of the Six Nations.
No advantage.
The French number 8. She's so strong and
advantage.
powerful. Runs over people for fun.
Yeah, from the French champions Montpellier, previously with Castres.
Who said that to me? I can't hear what you're saying. Just breaking up there. Okay, thank you. 3. I'm happy with that bind. Much better. And that's good, except the push, yeah?
Carol Thomas went for the
Except in the push,
interception,
yeah.
but there was a French knock-on just before that. So 7-0, 28 minutes gone.
Crouch. Bind.
We've seen a lot of tight games on the opening day of the Six Nations.
That's a good scrimmage. Once more from Wales. Snowsill. Again looking to weave some magic. It's that floated pass again which causes problems for Wales, and it's a foot race here.
You're in front.
And Wales very
She
fortunate
kicked and you're in
there.
front.
And
Away
Amy
goes.
Day's off.
Yep.
Who's with her?
Doesn't waste any time whatsoever. The first time then Taverner with ball in hand. But she'll have to come all the way back.
Yes, Adi Taverner was a late call up into this squad on the right wing. She didn't play in the Six Nations. But did it go forward? Well, yes, it bounced slightly forward. Very unlucky there, because that was a good kick down the right wing there by the right winger.
That's her first touch of the game.
Yeah, she was screaming for the ball from Ellen Evans earlier. Speaking to her before the game, she was very nervous, hasn't played for Wales for a season or two, but she's worked very hard on her fitness and deserves a place in the squad.
Adi Taverner made her debut against New Zealand in the World Cup of 2010.
Hand up. Crouch.
Former under-20s captain on the right wing for Wales.
Set.
2, 3, 4.
And France have split their centres, and up from fullback is Ladanus.
Well, same thing again,
Stepping
Win.
out and you're going in.
Well,
Yeah,
I think they'd learn. Why do you keep doing the same thing if you get penalised for it? So at the moment, the French are just living off Welsh mistakes. They haven't created anything yet. An interception, and then a loose pass by Snowsill.
Ali, just hold the hooker there, Ali. Captain, I've now had 2 penalties. Same prop coming out and driving across on their ball. I needed to stop.
The call there from referee O'Reilly. That's twice now. I've had to point the finger at the loose head prop. Have a word.
Advantage!
The ball knocked forward by France at the line-out, so it'll be a Welsh scrum.
Yes, the line-outs have been messy, haven't they, so far? Nobody winning their own clean ball. Let's have another look. Well, it's good work by Wales. They're spoiling the French line-out. They would have studied the videos and watched what the French do. It's a good spoiling there.
Ready, height.
Keep the head out and the shoulder out, please.
So 10 minutes
Crouch.
to the break. Just the one score.
Bind. Set.
1, 2, 3,
Hold it.
Wales crabbing a little across field. Harris, good handoff. Taverner with no room whatsoever to manoeuvre. Bundled into touch.
Harris perhaps should have taken that in, set it up and set up a ruck and gone again rather than just shoveling it out to the winger. There was plenty of French defenders there.
Taverner won't thank her for that.
Numbers. Come on. Girls, give me the gap there. Just step out and give me a good gap.
That's a better line-up
Take
for
that
France.
time. And here comes Ndai.
Good tackle on her though by Shawnette Harris.
Yeah, no real momentum in that run. But once she picks up a head of steam, she can do some damage.
Run away, Red!
Wales don't want to give away a penalty here. Referee O'Reilly right on the spot.
Balls at the front.
France look to set up that rolling maul yet again.
Use it blue.
They haven't quite got it right so far in this match, and Wales get stuck in once more.
This is where they're dangerous.
Oh, good tackle.
Well, did that go forward?
It looked slightly forward, I have to say, but Ladanius, away she goes. Lievre looking for a second try here, dancing along the whitewash there, just about manages to keep the ball in play. And France on a roll here now. Out it comes. Could there be a second try? Ndai to use her strength, but she's stopped in her tracks again over on the narrow side. France probing. But solid defending here from the Welsh. France will get a penalty, however.
Roll away.
Not rolling away there, Rachel Taylor. Perhaps difficult to roll away when there's people on top of you. But at least you've got to look like you're making the effort. But France did look very dangerous. But perhaps there was a slight forward pass there. But we're owed one.
For France coming in this time through Asakoita. Huge lock forward for France. Spun out quickly to the wing forward, Laetitia Grande. And still they come, and still Wales hold them out. This time it's bound to come surely for Shannon Isa. That's the second try for France. It had to come. The pressure telling on the Welsh defence in the end.
Yes, they got sucked in there, created the overlap. And you've got pace of these sevens players in the back line. Well, you're not going to stop them from there.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good drive by the forward, wasn't it? And then out it comes. Big cut-out pass.
Yeah, the Welsh defending a little narrow there.
Yeah, they got drawn in.
With that long pass from the outside half, Agricole did the damage and opened the door for Shannon Isa from the Lille club. She only began playing a couple of years ago. And she's a quick learner. No hand claps this time. Sandrine Agricole. Simple conversion of Lievre's try earlier on, but she's hooked that one. So following a solid start by Wales, with 5 minutes remaining of the first half, they trail by 2 tries and a conversion, and by 12 points to 0.
Am I okay where I am? Or?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you changed the last time.
Yes. Transferring the ball to her left hand.
Yes, they've been sucked in, hadn't they? Earlier on, nothing they could do there. They had a woman spare on the outside.
Snowsill again, kicks long. Finds
Hold!
Grassino.
Hold.
Snowsill gathers. That's Laurie Harris. Not sure
Advantage.
where that kick was going.
Well,
Advantage France. Agricole to the left winger, Camille Grassino
Off your feet now, leave it!
from the Bordeaux club.
You're off your feet. 7, leave it, 7, the whistle's gone. Whistle's
yes, it
gone.
was a good
When you're off
return
your feet,
kick
just
there
leave it
by
then,
the
okay?
French from the kick-off. And as full-back, you either go for it or you take contact and wait for your support. Or if you're going to kick it as high as you can.
Stay on, please.
I don't think the chip was
Thank
on
you.
there in midfield. There was far too many French players around.
Agricole making sure of the touch finder, not going for distance. The Wales need to hold out now before the break. Can't afford
Just
to
step off, please. Give me that gap, Reg.
yield another
Reg,
score.
you get that gap for me, please.
France have the big hitters in midfield, number 5 and number 8.
That's a better line-up from the
Koita
French.
and Ndiaye. There is Ndiaye once more, with a little more room perhaps to manoeuvre and to create some havoc as well. But from fullback, this is Ladanus stepping back inside, pulled down 5 metres short. The support is there in numbers for France. Letitia Grand, the number 7. They're queuing up outside here for France, and they could have this sewn up before the break.
Stay on your feet.
Away it goes then from Troncy. The crossfield kick finds Lièvre. Simple try. Second for Lièvre, third for France. Well worked. But it came initially from the line-out with the solid run in midfield and then the recycling. Attacking Wales on the left.
Yeah.
And Wales left exposed on their left.
Yeah, it's a lovely crossfield kick there to finish. Weighted perfectly, and nothing Wales could do. But yes, as you said, when they'd hit their big forwards up in midfield first, sacked in the Welsh defence, created the overlap anyway, but beautifully weighted kick there by Sandrine Agricole. And I think that last-ditch tackle by Laurie Harris there, she has injured herself. Let's see if she can carry on.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's back on her feet, albeit gingerly.
But how quickly it can change from
Certainly.
0-0 and Wales close to that try line, and suddenly, well, they're 3 tries down.
Yeah, saw the hashtag there, WC 2014. Get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Glad you were able to join us here on a balmy evening at Marcoussis. The floodlights adding to the atmosphere. There's a nervous start from France, but they've hit their straps in the last 10-15 minutes or so, and they deserve their 17-0 advantage with this conversion to Kim from Sandrine Agricole. Keeping an eye on the ball, well struck from the outside half, and that takes France out to 19 points without response.
She misses the 2 easy ones in front of the posts and then slots it from the touchline.
Thank you.
She'd be delighted with that.
Okay.
Ah,
you,
she's
Jenny.
delighted with that one. Takes pride in her kicking, does Sandrine Agricole. Now lives and plays her rugby in Brittany in the city of Rennes.
Options, girls.
Well, a mistake there from Snowsill from the
Captain.
kick-off.
Going
Straight
back.
into touch, and Wales have got to be careful
Really?
now. They've got to get back into this game. Oh, there could be a big score against them. Need to pick Rachel Taylor now needs to talk to the forwards, get them back into the game. But they'll be glad to see half-time coming. Yeah, she's gone off there, Laurie Harris. That last-ditch tackle.
I'd love to hear how the French commentator pronounces the replacement's name. It's Dudgi Howell.
Bind.
It's a proper Welsh name for you.
It's a good scrum by Wales again, but
Picked up at the base. This young lady has become more prominent as the game has gone on, but she has somehow lost possession there.
Wait,
as the clock turns to red. This is Wales' last chance in the opening 40. They started at a fair old pace. They had their chances in the opening minutes. Some costly mistakes. I've seen France claim 3 tries and 2 conversions.
Time is up if you kick it out.
So if Wales kick it out, time is up, and that's exactly what Snowsill does. And they'll go in at the break and regroup. So after a promising start, it all went wrong for Wales with that cut-out interception from Lièvre on the left wing. For France, she had it a second before the break, and in between there's a try for Shannon Izar. So Wales have it all to do in the second half. They trail France by 19-0. Sandrine Agricole prepares to get the second half underway. And France lead Wales by 19 points to 0. 3 quick tries have set them on their way, the Six Nations champions.
Hold
Wales have failed to score a point against France in their last 2 matches in the Six Nations. They had their chances in the opening quarter. But a few mistakes here and there. And France have come out firing on all cylinders here. Izar got one of France's 3 tries in the first half. Marianne Lièvre, the wing three-quarter, on the right flank of the other 2.
Turnover ball for Wales there.
Rebecca De Filippo. She was 12.
Hold!
It's a better kick by Snowsill than the first one, straight down the middle. But you can see the difference when the French backs get the ball. They run onto it at pace. Good, quick passes. Far too slow from Wales in that first half. Let's see if they can speed up these passes in the second half.
Wait!
Well, the ball
It's a good chase by Tatiet.
Marianne Lièvre.
Oh, she knocks it on. That's a great gain by Wales there. Good decision by Tatiet and a good follow-up of her own kick.
Yeah, we've seen this young lady on the attack, and perhaps if Snowsill has spotted a weakness there, perhaps she should capitalise on it and put a few more kicks down her way.
Yes, we've seen them knock a few on, haven't we? But, a good kick and chase there by Tatiet.
So this is where Wales want to be playing their rugby in the French 22. The scrum looked solid in the first half. They were penalised on a couple of occasions for walking around.
Crouch!
Yes, I think Mia Davis has come on to the field there. You see her on the blind side instead of Katrina Nicholas, I think.
Wearing 19. Picked up by Harris.
It's a good angle by De Filippo.
On the charge. Rebecca De Filippo. Wales need to score early on in this second half. Good strength being shown there by Powell Hughes, the lock forward.
19.
But turned over on the ground.
Mia Davis
There, 19.
being penalised. Well, it was difficult for her to roll away perhaps, but she needs to show to the referee that she's making an effort.
Yes, but it was Wales's ball. Shauna Powell Hughes had a good break, but not enough support there with her, and counter-rucked by the French. There she goes. Yeah, well, it was a good steal in the end, wasn't it, by Agricole. goes in for the jackal.
Paul Hughes returning for her second World Cup tournament.
Wales, I want you to give me a bigger gap, okay? The gaps are starting to close. I'll speak to them as well. Sorry? Okay, just step out, please, Blue. Numbers, girls!
France jumping at the line out unopposed.
Advantage!
Another mistake in midfield there by the French.
Yeah, so that was Marjorie Mayon's. Uncharacteristic of a lady who's excelled at the short code. We mentioned the sevens players earlier on no less than 60 players in this tournament are playing on the sevens circuit at the moment. And it's certainly having will have a great influence on this tournament, I fancy.
Yes, the only difficulty is it sometimes weakens the Six Nations Championship as a lot of the players are away playing on the sevens circuit. It's in the Olympic Games, of course, for men and women in Rio. I know what I would choose.
Set! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the prospect of an Olympic medal has certainly spurred on the young ladies. De Filippo again.
Tatya did well to pick that up off her toes.
France are over there in numbers in defence, snatched out from the fire by Amy Day. Harris does well, neat little step from her. Snowsill takes on the... she could have picked on somebody smaller.
Yeah, she got isolated there. Got to be careful she doesn't get counter-rucked, but they've retained possession.
Oh, lovely pass from Day, finding Ellen Evans.
She's got great feet, Ellen Evans.
Getting behind the French defence. Harris.
Good
lovely
step by Harris. And support, stay in field. Yes, they can keep the ball in play. Good support. But
that was Dovgie Howell, the design and technology teacher from Betws-y-Coed in North Wales.
On the side, yeah.
Well, some good
it all
play
comes
there.
to nothing in the end.
But Wales are stringing some phases together. They've come out on fire in their second half. I'm sure Rhys Edwards and Lisa Burgess would have been screaming at them in the changing rooms because they started so well. And 2 breakaway tries and only 1 try created really by France, coming from Welsh mistakes.
Yes, if Wales can cut out those mistakes.
Oh yeah, it's cutting it too fine, just need to come through the gate, yeah?
Am I all right though? She's seen him and lost her footing. Am I right to come over her again?
Not come over the top, no. Once you just need to stay up with positive when you
France, as we've seen,
all right.
They can turn defence into attack so quickly. They've got such pace. And power up front as well. They haven't looked the full package tonight so far, whether it's nerves.
Okay, just hold on there, please.
Yeah, it's a long tournament, a fortnight and 5 games.
You okay, Red?
In the space of, 17 days or 18 days.
Yes, it's an unrelenting schedule with 3 games in less than 7 days. So it's a tough it's a tough tournament. Only 3 pools of 4. And only 1 team from each pool going through to the semi-finals. Plus 1 best loser on points.
Yeah, Wales need to contain France, knowing that the second best placed team will go through to the semi-finals.
It's a good drive by France again.
Lori Harris got in there, but she came in from an offside position, I think, and she pulled down the maul as well. The the hooker rather, for Wales. And again, Sandrine Agricole will look to push Wales back into their own half, if not further.
Remember the conversation we had in the dressing room? This is what I'm having now. Yeah. Just hold the hooker because she wants to have a chat with the players. Yes?
Yeah, Lori Harris clearly leading the pack here.
Just hold her.
Having a word with her forwards.
13 off.
And she had a quick word with the referee some 2 or 3 minutes ago, asking her to clear up a little confusion perhaps. Elodie Poublan, another returnee from the 2010 Rugby World Cup, replaces Shananiza.
Yes, it'll be difficult for Wales if they do lose this game because you've got the likes of Spain in Pool A and Kazakhstan in Pool B, and a lot of points been scored against those two teams already today.
That's why Wales need to contain France and keep the score
Exactly.
as close as possible. And the score would do them a power of good, but they're on the receiving end once more here.
That's your ball, Reg. That's your ball.
Wales competing for every scrap of possession, and that's good to see. Up against a well-drilled French outfit from outside 22. They'll have to come back, I think. Well, it looked as if the kick came from outside the 22.
Straight out, yeah. Straight out.
I didn't think my eyes were deceiving me on
You
that
were right,
occasion.
Twin.
They have been known to.
Yes, Dougie Howell on as a replacement's got a big boot on her. And the kicking's been working well for Wales, so perhaps that's a tactic they should be adopting a little bit more. Turn the French and play in the right areas of the field. Another mistake by France in the line-out. So Wales will have the scrum.
And I hear my ears, there's a mix of Welsh and English being spoken in that Welsh setup. There are two Welsh speakers in that front row in Carol Thomas and Laurie Harris.
Yes, I remember one season we had a whole back line that spoke Welsh, so that was easy to do the calls against every team.
Yeah, I think about a third of this Welsh squad, Welsh speakers, native Welsh speakers.
It's a good scrum.
Snow Sill.
Hold, back, hold.
Into the box.
Yeah, she must have heard me. That's a great kick. Oh, will it? Well, just stays in.
Yeah,
Wait.
Daniels under pressure.
Come here, please.
Well, I don't think there was much in
Get
that.
the mark up there, Claire, where that ball went, okay? Come here. Be very, very careful. Don't go in after the ball has been kicked. Be very careful on that one, okay? You have the option of penalty here or where the ball has landed.
A penalty here or where the ball has landed.
Here or penalty where the ball has
Nia
landed.
Davis being penalised.
Okay.
I think she jumped up in the air, but didn't put.
Well, it was the leg, the raised leg that perhaps caused some
Claire, where'd
concern.
the ball bounce in here? Well, then it's in on the 15. It's in on the 15.
So Wales are back where they started.
It's in on the 15. Penalty on the 15.
But it's a penalty this time. And surely this kick is within range of Sandrine Agricole.
Huh? Yes, it's possible, yeah.
Penalty called for by Gael Migno, the kick rather.
Well, you feel the tide is turning now. Started off so well, and this happened quite a lot in the Six Nations Championship, and I don't think it's anything to do with fitness or anything. Wales just need to take their chances earlier on. Once they go behind, it's tough to come back
15,
from those positions. They've got the talent, they've got the skill, but they need to get points on the board. I think they only scored 1 or 2 tries in the whole of the Six Nations. They're struggling to cross the line. And once you score a try, it gives you that confidence, and your tails are up. And once you go behind by a few scores, it's always tough to come back, especially when you're not used to scoring tries.
Yeah, and the odd try given away towards the end of the game then exaggerates the difference on the scoreline. Doesn't always reflect the game itself. Sandrine Agricole. 2 conversions to her name. Again, strikes the ball beautifully, but just sees that one drift wide of the right hand upright. So the score remains at 19-0, 10 minutes into the second half. Sandrine Agricole retiring after this tournament.
We have a ball coming on
The
here.
book is closed, she says.
Yes, I retired after the last World Cup.
Girls, we get a ball, please.
It's difficult sometimes, retirement. You spend your whole life with your friends and training, and then suddenly it stops. It's a funny old thing,
We know
retirement.
where we're going with the next one, okay? Yeah.
All these girls amateur, of course, taking holidays from work to play in this tournament.
Snowsill just about manages to keep the ball in play.
Step out.
Well, support a little quieter now than they were in the opening 20
I
minutes.
don't want you closing the gap, please. Keep
Could
the
do
gap.
with something
Keep the gap.
to cheer them up, having made the long journey across the channel.
That's a better lineup from the French.
Yeah, taken there by their number 7, Laetitia
Leave
Grond.
it.
Agricole. Kick coming through from Ladanus. It's a good scrap, isn't it?
Good leg drive there by Adi Taverner. She'll never give up. Needs support to come now.
Taken in, not used. It's a maul, taken in, not
Here's
used.
a ball. Collapse to the ground. Unfortunate there.
On maîtrise.
Same standard on their scrum as you have on your own. Your own scrum has been very good, same standard.
I'm just listening in again to referee Helen O'Reilly,
Just step up there.
communicating with
Thank you.
2 sets of forwards there, making it abundantly clear what is expected of them. She's having a good game.
Bind. Set. Hold that.
That's a good drive by Wales, but
coming around.
once again,
You're
she
coming
said
around.
she's
You
coming
need to look at
round.
your angle.
Well, they've
On
given
your
away
ball,
so many
the
penalties
scrum is
now with the
perfectly
scrum.
straight. On
When
their ball,
you
you're
think
stepping out and coming
something
around.
should be done about
Need
it.
the same standard.
Should be
It's
lucky
the
not
third
to
time
be, yeah.
that they've been penalised for that. And a shake of the head from the medic on the far side. He clearly doesn't agree.
And the last thing they want is a yellow card. Saw England beating Samoa in the last match quite easily.
Give me that
And,
gap.
a straight red card in that game for the Samoan fullback. They've come here with plenty of power, just like their men's team. Very physical.
Maul, don't pull it down, Maul!
But an easy win for England in the end.
Once more, France
Cree, go back
looking to get
around. Cree,
that
Red, back around.
rolling maul going. Wales have coped with it so far.
Use it. Taken
France
in,
not
not
having
used.
their own way, and yet again.
It was a maul, it was taken in, it wasn't used.
Yes, there's no real flow to the game, is there? Watched the USA Ireland game earlier, and it was end-to-end stuff, phase after phase after phase. But neither team managing to put much structure together. It's very stop-start at the moment.
Scrum is perfect.
And,
on their ball,
I can't
it's
see
going
Wales
around.
coming back into this unless
I'm
they
not
start
happy with it,
stringing
okay?
some
I need
phases
to see
together.
improvement.
Wales have studied the videos, haven't they, on the French rolling maul, and they've dealt with it very efficiently.
Yes.
No hit, it's just a
The
set.
scrums there are something of a worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we've got
inside.
two very experienced props on the bench in Jenny Davis, who's fought back from a knee injury, and Catherine Edwards. So
Okay.
Well,
if
now
it
might be the
continues,
time
yes, make those changes.
to bring them on, because they're certainly very experienced prop forwards, as you say.
Set.
They could make all the difference, especially if the referee is tempted to go to a pocket.
Well, look at that. And
Fear
there she
for Wales
goes.
here as Ndai comes off the base once again. It's on its way into the hands there of the
look
Lodi
at
Poblan. Didn't go forward, says the referee.
She came very late into the line there, the fullback, and the winger just overran her. I thought that was knocked on, but play goes on.
It's all hands to the pump here for Wales as Laetitia Grond goes in search of a try which would bring the bonus point for France.
Leave her 13, Red.
4 tries or more.
The ball was out. Well, I thought the ball was out, and she had every right there and Evans to come through.
Don't go on the side.
But in from the side, said the referee.
Need to see an improvement. The next one's going to the bin, okay?
Well, there we are. That is the final warning for Wales.
Yes, too many
France.
penalties.
Yeah, France will play on that. And no marks for guessing what they're going to do here. Ellen Evans being penalised. A little too quick off the mark.
Well, it'll be tough to stop the driving maul from this position.
Well, Wales have coped with it so far, so they can keep their heads here. and deny France a
Use the
score.
line, okay? Where you
Bring
are.
on some fresh legs, perhaps. So the crowd now getting behind the French. Wales not contesting that line out. And again, just getting stuck in there. But France have kept possession. They have it through Gael Mignon.
Good defence again by Wales there.
Well, it's a shame that they've committed so many errors, really, because they've held that driving line out time and time again.
Yes, and got a few penalties from it as well.
And just as we were saying, Non, perhaps now is the time to bring on replacements.
And here they come.
You can see a hooker and a prop preparing to come on.
Yes, Catherine Edwards was named in the top 22 players from the last World Cup.
Red 2.
She took a break, she's had an injury, but she's come back. She captained in the Six Nations, and
3 off as well.
let's see if she
for
can make a
red.
mark
3.
now.
3 red.
Some fresh legs for Wales.
Wait. 3 as well. Substitution.
Harris Phillips coming on for
Wait.
Laurie Harris, and Catherine Edwards for Megan York on the tight head. Advantage Wales.
Kick it down there.
Just a neat little chip over the
Advantage
top
over.
and giving chase Filippo.
Oh, well done to Filippo.
Brilliant work there by De Filippo in the centre.
Advantage, you're offside, 10
Chasing that
blue.
little chip. Still advantage Wales here. They'll come back.
10 blue, you're offside.
Yeah, they're flying out the line, France. Offside that time.
Yeah, against
Offside.
Sandrine Agricole, the outside half, the oldest in the squad and the most experienced as well. Maybe feeling a rage and looking for that little edge.
Yes.
The young lady they call the Nugget. Pepite.
Well, Laurie Harris there, other arm in the sling. Perhaps I'll have to dig my boots out now when need another full-back in the squad.
Yes.
Dusky Howell well tackled there,
hooker.
but the referee was
Blue
allowing
one.
advantage in any
Blue
event.
one's off. Time off. Blue 1. And who else?
Well, there's still 20 minutes left on the
three.
clock. If Wales could pull something back now,
Just hold her
it's
there.
not all over.
Well, things usually happen when replacements come on. The game gets a little bit looser. There's huge support in the crowd here for
Keep back
all
up
this
for me, yeah?
French
Check out.
squad.
Yeah.
And none more so there than Lisa Aricastra, wearing 16.
Advantage! It's not gone on the line out.
So France trying to defend Wales' line-out, knock it on. So it'll be a scrum. So let's see the difference if Catherine Edwards coming on can make here. The scrum did go well though, didn't it, for most of the first half, but they do tire, and they've been penalised a number of times in that scrum.
Crouch!
Changes in both front rows.
Bind! Set! Girls, both sides. Wait for the set, okay? You're going in on bind. Just wait for the set. Patience. Don't anticipate it. Wait for it. Yeah.
So I think we've got 3 Welsh speakers now in that front row.
Yes, we have.
Crouch!
And
Let's see how they fare.
Bind! Set! Wait.
Well, they're still going backwards.
Yeah, it's all
But
been
they've got
messy.
the ball. Well, she did well there, Snowsill, to get that ball to De Filippo.
Filippo once again, isn't it?
She breaks the gain line every time she has the ball.
That's a neat little kick through.
Good left-footed chip there by Eleanor Snowsill. I think that's the way to play this game, Wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Play in the right areas, turn the French. They're not going to score runaway, breakaway tries like the French are.
Substitutions.
Well, it
Blue
could have
10.
gone wrong there, couldn't it, for Wales?
Yes. Here she is.
Christelle Leduff replaces Sandrine Agricole. Doesn't weaken the side at all.
Claire, will you hold her? Claire,
some surprised to see her on the bench to start. Agricole can play in the centre or full-back as well.
Get back around,
2 bronze
19.
medals with France in 2002 and 2006 in the Women's Rugby World Cup for Christelle Ledeuf, straight between the legs of Philippa Toutiet.
Yeah.
The bounce of a rugby ball.
It's a funny shaped ball, isn't it? Does some strange things.
Red 13 off. Can you give your teammate a shout? Red 13. Hold her.
Another replacement for Wales. Robin Wilkins coming on for Ellen Evans.
Give him the gap at the tail. Gap at the tail.
Yes, Robin Wilkins can play a fly half as well, so she will be the cover for Snowsill in that position.
That's a big hit from Phillips.
Stay on your feet, Ryan. Stay on your feet.
Yes, we've seen some physical games out here. For anybody who hasn't seen women's rugby before, it's unrelenting. We see some huge hits going in.
Last foot.
Well, they don't pussyfoot around, that's for sure.
Don't go in there. Hold.
Toutiet.
Good
Brave
take.
leap from the wing three-quarter.
Hold.
Yes, again,
Hold
get
back.
that ball down there.
It's a little too heavy, I fancy this time. No, it's well judged.
Great kick by Snowsill.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way they need to play, but the clock is ticking down.
Red
They need
one
to get
off.
some points on the board.
Red 1, please.
Surprising what a score can do. That's a big hit from Phillips, and that's a hit that her dad would have been proud of.
Outside.
Former Wales back row
outside.
forward, Roland Phillips.
Outside. No.
I think Jenny Davis is on now as well.
Yeah.
So 2 fresh props for Wales.
So it's all changed in the front row. Wearing 16 is Phillips. And Davis just on as well. Dudley Howell running across field, somewhat lateral.
Advantage.
That's advantage France here.
Yes, that's the last thing you want from your fullback is if somebody does run across the field, you need somebody to cut an angle off them. But she was going nowhere there.
Is.
Wales making life difficult for themselves as we enter the final quarter, 19-0.
Yes, they got the skills and the talent, but just not coming together tonight. Too many basic errors.
Still waiting for the first score of the second half. Those 3 tries scored in quick succession by the French in the opening 40 minutes.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here she comes again. Watch this run.
Big number 8 setting off. It's going to be a hat-trick, is it?
Oh,
It's well cut out there by Sinead Harris. Oh, expertly done by the number 8.
Great cover there by Harris.
Yeah.
Chasing back the speedster.
Well, saved a certain try there for.
Blue 6.
Well, I don't know why she passed it, actually. I think she was in for the try. She'd just gone for the
Blue
line.
6.
Yeah, it was Grassino. I thought it was Lièvre.
Yes, Gracine.
Camille Grassino.
Step off there, Red.
2 wingers with hair tucked up in a bob. Oh, it's great to see such support for the women's game here in Marcoussis at the home of French rugby.
The mistake there by Ledeuf.
No advantage coming. We're playing advantage, not coming.
Not gone. Took her eye off the ball there. But Wales are pinned in there. Oh, now here she goes. I thought she was going to get to the line. She thought it was... I bet Harris was shouting, "Wee," for the ball there. I would have gone for the line, pinned my ears back. I'm glad she didn't, though.
Well, "we" is Welsh for egg, after all, isn't it? I mean, I can see the confusion.
Crouch.
But yeah, you're right, Non. I mean, if she
Find.
just
Set.
feigned, really, she would have got in, I think, Camille Grassino. This time it's Harris off the base, so
Good break.
good work by the number
Needs
8.
support.
Snowsill. Out it goes. Taverner.
Yeah, there's 4 defenders on her when she gets the ball, but good leg drive by the winger.
Needs to retain possession, and she has done so. The Wales ladies are lying deep in centre field here.
Well, Harris is having a good 5 minutes here, isn't she? Look at them, they're offside, yes. I think
the referee's given advantage to the French here.
There's a knock on there, but I'm sure the French back line came up offside, and look at the pace on her.
Lievre takes the bounce. I thought was going to be kind, and she thought she was in for a hat-trick. But more importantly, to claim a 4th try for France, which would have brought the bonus point.
Captain, not on his touch.
Well, tapped it as well to chase back once again, but
line.
Unlucky bounce of the ball, or lucky for Wales.
Huh? No, it's knocked on into touch. Okay? Yeah?
I'm not sure what the referee is saying. It was knocked on into touch.
So surely the knock on came first, or did it land in touch?
Okay. Good work.
That's what.
The Welsh crowd around Edwards.
As she
Sets
goes.
off.
That's what she's capable of doing.
Well, she's lifted the pressure on that Welsh try line for a split second. Not the best of passes. Not sure that was the right decision either. Needed a big boot downfield.
Blue.
France have got their tails up now in the French 22.
And
once
your
more,
feet.
off their
7
feet.
roll away, 16 off your feet.
Yes.
Just a reminder that rugby is a game to be played on your feet.
Your mark is there, okay?
If you're on the floor, you're out of the game. Allez Snowsill.
So Wales will face South Africa now on Tuesday, a game they have to win. But you don't go home if you get knocked out the competition. You keep playing right the way through to the final day of the tournament. You play for positions from 1 to 12.
Step off there, please.
So I think Wales finished 9th in the last World Cup.
Yes, they did.
And be looking to come higher up the ranking orders. But the standard of the tournament is so high. It's getting higher every 4 years.
The fastest growing team sport in the world.
We're back! We're back!
Touch it. Back to strength. And Wales will regroup.
Last foot, France.
Clean ball that time for
Hold,
Day to
hold.
Snowsill. Straight down the throat of Lievre.
Yeah, this is where they're dangerous on the counter.
And here comes Grassino once more. A bundle of energy, isn't she?
Yes,
And
good
offload.
feet as well.
Good support from Ladanus.
Not held!
Roro, she's known, and they're roaring their support for Ladanus in the stand and
Leave it now, Red!
in the
Leave
cheap
it.
seats on the far side as well. Big hit again
Good
from
defence there by Wales, good counter-rucking.
Off her foot! Play on, off her foot!
Off the foot. Can
Taverner.
Taverner get away here?
Almost gets away.
Release her!
Ladanus has to release, and Wales have numbers out on the left. But it's taken up again by their forwards, and that's given the French time to regroup. This is better. Can Wales convert the pressure into
Good
a
pass to Filippo.
points?
Good
Well
tackle.
isolated.
Yeah.
In go the French.
That'll be a turnover. Good turnover there.
Claimed by Poublan. Anyway, will do.
Yeah.
Out on the full, so they'll come back.
A good passage of play there by Wales. Stringing a few good phases together. They've got to go for it now. There's just over 10 minutes left, and they don't score quickly. It's going to be all over.
Okay.
Yeah, Dougie Howell was isolated on the left, but good work by Taverner on the right initially. But look how quickly Poblan got in, got her hands on the ball.
Numbers, France! Numbers!
Copybook stuff from the French replacement. Too complicated.
Yeah, it took an age to go in. There'll be another scrum
Line out.
or a line out for France.
France don't want to commit themselves to the scrum, do they? They know they've got the height advantage in the lineouts.
Numbers.
Yes, Wales not the tallest side. The lineouts have been a problem area for them tonight. If you haven't got good set pieces, difficult to...
Yeah, and we could see what was going to happen as soon as Denadai claimed that ball down the front of the line. If France wanted to attack, then they'd have thrown to the back of the lineout to release the midfield. And here they come through Christelle Leduff. Good tackle from the outside half. Snowsill. Danger still there though, in the form of Marjorie Moyons. Leduff. And this time it's Wales cutting it out. You need a speedster here. That's Sinead Harris, the number 8, back inside to Phillips, the replacement.
Good interplay by the two forwards there. Not panicking, keeping
Wales,
the ball in hand.
Wales have the numbers here.
They've got an overlap here.
Got to go for it.
Well, that needed a go. And she's isolated again, and it's a turnover once more.
That's Wilkins. Play on, says referee O'Reilly.
Yeah, Robin Wilkins needed to pass that out then. Dougie Howell was screaming for the ball.
Take it back in.
Somebody needed to cut an angle though, going sideways slightly.
So Wales have to start all over again inside their own half. That's Tuttiet.
Hold 8.
Spotted a gap behind the big lumbering number 4. Not that I'd say that to her face, mind you. Marine Denadai.
The kicks have worked well for Wales tonight. The chase has been good. If they'd had one early try in the first half when Wales, I think it would have been a different game. That interception. Captain Rachel Taylor won't be happy with that. She's got a very good pair of hands usually.
She's had a good game. There's Rachel Taylor. That's 10 minutes to go. It's still pretty warm here in Marcoussis. Temperatures nudging the 30 mark earlier on today.
Yes, there'll be another ice baths after this game. I used to hate the ice bath.
Water boy.
It's okay for the Mary to say, yeah, keep thinking. He's not playing the game, is he?
Boy.
That was a good hit. She thought about the pass.
Shoulder.
And then was smashed from the side.
Time off. Denis, is that clock
So the
right?
Tricolour is flying high and proud over Marcoussis. In the sense that the game is well and truly won. 3 tries in the first half, no score in the second. And Wales have been chasing the game.
Yes, but everybody wrote off Wales and said they were perhaps going to put a cricket score on them tonight. The Grand Slam champions, the European 7 champions, but
standards,
they won't be too disheartened with the performance. But they need to score a try. I think that one try would give them huge confidence going into the next game against South Africa on Tuesday. Then Australia, and they're both beatable, as you said.
Shoulders and hips in the same direction. Don't go in so close.
Jenny Davis, the replacement, plays her rugby for Waterloo and a member of the Cardiff Blues region.
Crouch!
From Bilthwells in rural mid Wales.
Bind!
65 caps to her
Set!
name. In fact, she claimed her 50th against France 3 years ago. Here comes trouble. Wales not giving up. Well, that's good to see.
Step!
It is in fact France who will be playing South Africa on Tuesday. Wales face Australia. We lost to them in the last World Cup, but a lot of their sevens players have gone professional in Australia, so their side has been weakened slightly. So, well, look at her go again, the number 8.
Get off the bus.
Oh, that's a knock-on.
Went back.
Oh, went back, said the referee.
Yeah, the French complaining that the ball has been played on the ground.
Come here, please.
And I think there's a yellow card coming here.
17, come here, please.
She's unlucky there, Jenny Davis. She's only given away 1 penalty, I think, just come onto the field. And she being yellow carded because of previous penalties, I think.
Yes, by the team.
Yes.
The penalty count is mounting, and referee O'Reilly has warned the team time and again. You have to make the effort to move away from the tackle area.
She'd be disappointed there.
Extremely disappointed, and Wales, well, you know, they don't want to give away another score.
And that's it, now they'll be down to 14
for the remainder of the game,
yes.
yeah. So it's time to roll the sleeves up again because there's another drive coming through from the line-out, I would suggest, Jen, on.
Yes, we have disrupted a few of the line-outs. We've gone to the front.
Crooked, girls. It's outside shoulder, it's crooked.
Oh, not straight. Crooked was the word I was trying to understand by the referee. Not straight. I'm not sure the French girls will understand what crooked means.
Yeah, well, is this going to be a difficult choice for Wales because they're one down in the scrum? So they opt for the line-out, yeah?
Yes, they'd have to bring a prop. They'd have to bring another prop on. Take off probably a back row. So they opt for the line-out. Let's go safe to the front.
Well, it was the replacement prop who came on, so
yes.
they'd have to bring the original prop back on.
Anyway.
Pass not going to hand. Wales straight in there trying to disrupt the passage of the ball. 5 minutes remaining. And France once more then look to get that effective rolling maul going.
Well, they look the heavier pack, don't they?
It's a long way to the try line.
Well, once again.
Well, Wales have coped admirably with the rolling maul tonight. It's the other aspects of play that need addressing. The odd decision going against them in the scrummage.
Yes, time running out.
But it was that loose pass that did for them early on. They looked pretty confident and pretty comfortable at that stage.
5 minutes, thank
yes,
you.
If they could have got that try, they'd a line out right in the corner in the first 10 minutes of the game. If they could have scored from there.
Stay on that side, please.
But
another opportunity.
But it was that floated pass,
there,
wasn't it, from Snowsill? And she has a tendency to float those high passes rather than the whip, the direct pass.
Yes.
And easily telegraphed, unfortunately.
Fine.
But otherwise, the game has been pretty good. Her kicking game has been second to none.
It has.
There she is, Snowsill. Up to the...
yeah, she needs to make a decision there as well. She either needs to give the ball early or go herself. Gets caught in two minds too often. And then they end up going backwards when they've got possession. It doesn't help the centres who are trying to run angles off her.
Stay 9.
Straight down the throat of the other winger.
Grassino, who run it back past the first line of defence. And there's trouble here.
They've got some pace, haven't they?
They certainly have in Grassino and Lièvre. All credit to the Welsh for preventing the ball from coming out to those pacey wings.
Good tackle.
And this is where the Welsh have done the hard graft in the contact area.
They certainly haven't given up.
But there's some big French mademoiselles in there.
Yes.
It's a maul.
It's a maul, so away they go. Shielded by Safi and Daya at the back. Slowly but surely, France still looking for that elusive fourth try, and they have less than 4 minutes to claim it, which will bring the bonus point. And still they roll on. Wales are standing off somewhat, egged on by the crowd.
Use it once, blue.
Once, so it has to be used this time.
Good tackle there. Amy Day, the smallest person on the pitch, against the largest person on the pitch. But here she is.
The fourth try for France, claimed by the replacement, Elodie Poublan. A bonus point for France. They've achieved something that the Australians couldn't achieve earlier on. They tried desperately towards the end of the game. So France will head Pool C tonight. They are the favourites to progress from this pool. And it'll be a battle royal between South Africa, Australia and now Wales for that runner-up spot.
Yes, Poublan will be pleased with that try.
Okay. Denis, what's on the clock, please?
She played a big part in the Six Nations and wanted to make a mark tonight, and nobody was going to stop her from there. Great finish.
From the Montpellier club, the Montpellier ladies, the French champions. And Christelle Leduff. This will be her last Rugby World Cup at 31 years of age. From Perpignan. Performed brilliantly against England in the Six Nations. Steps up. And slots her first conversion, which takes France out to a 26-0 lead.
Yes, and it's that nil that's disappointing for Wales. Too many nil games, or just 3 points or 6 points here and there.
Well, this is the third time now that Wales have faced France, and it's the third time that they failed to score any sort of points against the Six Nations champions.
And I think sometimes we saw Ireland earlier, and they're so used to playing together that they've been playing it together for years and years. And Wales make lots of changes in the games. And you need to get used to playing together, and that's when we were at our most successful, is when we had a squad that were used to each other, used to the angles of running, had that cohesiveness.
No problem. Yes? Okay.
So into the final minute.
Sorry?
Wales have
It's good, yeah.
fought valiantly throughout the 80 minutes. Some decisions have gone against them, and some ill-discipline at times. And the odd mistake here and there conspired against them. So France looking good.
Okay, I want you both to look at your angles, please, okay? We haven't had an issue with the scrums.
Looking for their first World Cup championship ever. Fourth in 2010. They lost to New Zealand in the semi-final and to Australia in the third and fourth playoff. So the last few seconds, the last throw of the dice, this, and for Wales as they look to spread it wide. The ball doesn't go to hand. And that just about sums up the Welsh experience this evening, as Taverner secures possession into referee time at the end of this match. Can Wales get one score before referee O'Reilly blows for full time? Day into midfield, Snowsill out to Donegal, well picked up there by the school teacher, now based in Hirwaun in South Wales. Snowsill. Thomas is back on. Wales down to 14 women, 14 players. Snowsill, and still the French defence holds good as Tutiet is over from the left wing, and France have it. They've stolen it, and they just might as well kick the ball away into touch, because that will be it. And it's time for the French supporters to give vent to their feelings. It's been a solid performance from France. A nervous start, it has to be said, but that is to be expected in a Rugby World Cup Championship. And Wales, well, they'll have to regroup as they face Australia next up on Tuesday. For the third time in a row then, they failed to score a point against the newly crowned Six Nations Championship, but it's been a good contest, won by France, and with a bonus point as well. The final scoreline, France 26, Wales 0. So 2 tries for Marianne Lièvre, the right wing for France, and some solid work done by the forwards, notably by the number 8 Safi Ndayai, and led expertly by Gaëlle Mignot, their hooker, showing what a tremendous player she is. And France now look set to accept the challenge of all comers as they look to progress in the competition. It's been a good, solid, stern test for the French. Wales are stepping up their game, but their best was not good enough, as Caroline Ladanius acknowledges the acclaim of the supporters on the far side. And it's been a sellout crowd here this evening at Marcoussis, and it's a pleasure to be able to say that. Because very often these tournaments aren't all that well supported, but the French have come out in their numbers and proving again that not all of Paris has gone to the seaside on the 1st of August. The French, well, it's a bit too early perhaps to go on a lap of honour, because there's still work to be done, but for now they'll be more than satisfied with a good evening's work. Shannon-Iza, the centre, got a try in before leaving the field, and then it was Eloni Poublan, the replacement, showing good form, having come on off the bench to claim France's 4th try. Wales also acknowledging the support that they have had from their travelling band of supporters. So, an encouraging performance from them. They'll have a look at the video and study where they were at fault. But it all started, didn't it, with that loose pass snapped out of the air by Marion Lièvre, showing good pace, the top try scorer in the Six Nations this year. And we hope to be able to hear shortly from the French captain. But in the meantime, just soak up the atmosphere here, which has been very good all throughout the day. 24 games, 18 of them to be played here at Marcoussis, and the finals will be played at the Stade Jean Bouin. Bernard Lapassé has made his way down from the stand here, as has Pierre Camus, the president of the French Federation, congratulating Gaël Mignot. Well, they can be a little partisan, and why not on home turf? So, Mademoiselle,
congratulations! What a great performance.
Excuse me, speak English a little. It's a good game, for more difficult for Galloise, team Kim Galloise is for aggressivity.
Yes, they really came at you, and you had to work very hard for that bonus point at the end.
It's a very happy end before first match.
Yes, you've got 2 tough games coming up now, but you are the favourites in front of your home crowd.
It's fabulous.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks.
Well done, Gaël, and well done, Non, as well. And if Gaël had said a few words in French to Non, then she would have found that Non has a very good command of the French language. So there we have it. And let's look back on the highlights of this match, and in particular that crucial events. The pass that didn't go to hand from Camille Gracineau. Rough and tumble. Yeah, it was an opportunity missed there, but good work by the Wales number 8, Sinead Harris. Didn't have any bearing on the final result, though. The Wales battled away right to the end.
Advantage!
Playing advantage here. And again, it was good hands from the French.
Advantage over!
And on the right-hand side, Marion Lièvre almost got her hat-trick.
It's not gone into touch.
It was this close. Giving good chase was Turtiette. Oh, so annoyed with herself. But the inevitable finally came about. The 4th try and the bonus point for France, claimed by Elodie Poublan, but it came from
Use it once, Blue!
the drive, which was held up by Wales, as they did most of the evening. They coped expertly with the rolling maul of the French, but Poublan crossed to claim that 4th try, which brought the bonus point, and which means that France tonight sit atop of Pool C.
Okay, thank you.
And the favourites, all the favourites, England, New Zealand, and now France, look set to progress from the pool stages. And of course, it's the second best placed team which will qualify along with the top or the pool winners at the end of the round-robin games. So let's remind ourselves then of the outcome. 2 tries for Lièvre, 1 for Isard and Poublan. Agricole converted 2, Leduc the third, 26-0. That'll be worrying for Wales that they failed to score a point. France head Australia in Pool C, 5-4.